Blacksmiths of the old world would be proud to know their trade lives on through a handful of dedicated craftsmen. Today's iron workers may be rare, but their work gets noticed. Just ask the craftsmen at Phillips Metal Works. They have to keep the fires going to meet demand. Melissa Bowman takes us inside their busy shop.
First impressions are important. That's why the team at Phillips Metal Works in Montgomery wanted a striking entryway.
One summer we just decided we needed a new front door, so we just plodded away at that door for probably 3 or 4 months at least and just slowly built it up.
The elaborate entrance leads into the blacksmith shop John Phillips began 34 years ago. He didn't plan to become an iron worker, but he felt the calling. He's a self-taught craftsman who learned the trade before YouTube videos existed.
A lot of it is just my interpretation of what was out there, so it's more frustrating and it's definitely the harder route to take, but I think in the end I ended up with stuff that's got more of my signature on it.
John blends old and new. He combines traditional blacksmithing with contemporary design at a shop where modern machinery and antique equipment work in harmony. The transformation from raw to finished product is amazing.
When he picks it up from us, it's in long and straight pieces. That stuff doesn't bend easy, doesn't mold easy. So man, he does great work with the products.
John specializes in ornamental ironwork like drapery hardware, lighting fixtures, and other decor for clients across the country. He's also been commissioned to design sculptures and other works for public display.
The beautiful iron elements of these signs at Montgomery's Blunt Cultural Park are an example of John's public installations, but they also inspired a private project, his much in demand mailboxes.
From that sign, a client showed up and asked me could we build them a mailbox that looked like the sign. And we came up with some designs and finally they got happy with one and that just kind of kicked it off.
A social media post of that first mailbox went viral and soon orders flooded in. Today, mailboxes are among the shop's hottest commodities. With all they produce, John says he doesn't know what he'd do without his talented craftsmen.
We work like a well-oiled machine. You know, basically, John will be doing one thing, you see what's going on, what's coming next, you know, and we just work around.
It's not just one person. You can't get like that now. It's everybody serves a purpose. Everybody has to touch that. So it's not just you know, it's a team effort.
Soon, this team will have more room to work their magic. Phillips Metal Works will expand into a second location, a 19th century building that's being restored. It will give them space to produce more work as well as serve the community.
I want to have a component down there where I can bring in some kids that are really on the edge of really getting in serious trouble, the ones that nobody wants to work with, and develop a program with them where we can introduce them to metalworks, and that'll give us a real unique approach to some of these kids.
Through many avenues, John and his fellow craftsmen are keeping the art of blacksmithing alive, and they're proud to carry the torch.
The traditional blacksmithing, there's really has this spiritual aspect to it, to me. It's such a hands-on activity. When you're actually working on it, it's actually a piece of you going out.
For Simply Southern, I'm Melissa Bowman.
It's exciting to think about what else John will accomplish once his company expands into the new building. He plans to make the area a craft-oriented destination where people like potters or glass artists can also work. And he hopes to offer classes to the public.
Learn more about Phillips Metal Works by visiting their website at phillipsmetalworks.com. You can also find them on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. When Simply Southern continues, we'll bring you all the latest news regarding agriculture in this week's Rural Roundup.
What you doing?
Just saving Kevin some money by bundling his home and auto coverage.
Nice. I wonder what Kevin's doing.
Your thing. We've got you covered.
I'm Heath Clary from Greensboro, Alabama. I'm proud to be the Alabama Catfish Farmer of the Year. I've been raising catfish for 9 years, and I've been eating it longer than that. From fish fries to taco night, I've tried just about every recipe, and they're all great. Because no matter how you cook it, U.S. farm-raised catfish is always going to be fresh, clean, and mild. I make sure of that. Find recipes and restaurants at uscatfish.com.
Soybean is a very versatile product. We make crayons out of it.
A lot of the combines you see rolling through the fields have a lot of plastic side panels that are made from a soy product.
The soybeans that we grow on our farm mostly goes into chicken feed.
Soybean production in Alabama employs over 10,000 people.
We grow some of the best soybeans in the world.
We go the extra mile to make sure when our name is stamped on it, we know it's the best product we can produce.
Hey y'all, I'm Kim Earwood with Alabama Ag in the Classroom. It's time to lace up your boots for another Miss Kim's Book Corner. Today's book is called Farm Boots. From tending crops and feeding animals to mucking stalls and collecting eggs, boots are a farmer's best friend. A trusty pair of boots will keep feet dry in the rain and warm in a snowstorm because farm work never stops, no matter the weather. There's an educator's guide for farm boots and one free downloadable classroom activity. Just visit agfoundation.org and search for Farm Boots. Miss Kim's Book Corner is brought to you by Alabama Ag in the Classroom. See you next time.